Welcome along to another fun-packed evening. It's day 203
of
Beatles a Day.
Keeps the Doctor Away, because why?
Musical Save the Day.
Yes.
Truther.
Day 203.
Hey.
203. Hey.
We gotta say a thing or two.
We
here,
do.
because
A big thing or two.
From
or several.
From Saturday night. Okay, so when people drop tips in the tip jar, usually I get an email from either PayPal or Gmail to say, hey, this person dropped a tip in your virtual tip jar. But I didn't get any emails. And so I just happened to check the Beatles a Day email for something, or the PayPal for something, and found out that a bunch of you dropped in virtual tips on Saturday night. So thank you to all of those people who used that little PayPal link,
even though it was backwards.
Yeah, to show your generosity. And it took me a couple of days to figure it out that that's what had happened. But wow, thank you to all of you who did that.
Thank you very much.
That's really very, very kind of you.
It's encouraging.
And I'm sorry it was so late. I just didn't realize.
But we were thankful anyway, even
Yes.
though we didn't say it earlier.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Second thing we have to mention
Yes.
is that tomorrow is my dad's birthday.
Oh yes,
The
Len.
7th of October. Well, obviously it's the 6th today, but when my dad sees this in the UK, it will be his birthday.
Yes.
So we have to say, he's not on Facebook, so I mean, you can drop a message and say happy birthday to Len if you want, but he won't see it because he doesn't do the Facebooks, which is fine, because it's understandable why.
But he will see the YouTubes.
He will see the YouTubes.
And he will see this.
Yes.
And you can go to our YouTube channel and you can leave comments there.
If you want.
For Len. Happy birthday, Len.
So there we go. So it's well into October already. It's kind of scary, isn't it?
We put a pumpkin on the porch.
I did. I carried a pumpkin
big
today.
one.
Yeah, we've got like little dollar store garlands around the porch.
You
there.
said you were going to take autumn seriously, and you
I
did
know.
not lie.
Well, the thing is, in the UK, we don't really decorate for autumn. Like fall is not a festive season because it's just grey and wet.
Well, the trees are very festive here in the southern Ontario area.
So it's kind of like
right out our window, we have a full swath of like grape trees, and they're all starting to turn gold and red, and it's nice.
It's really nice. But fall is something that's celebrated here, and there's Thanksgiving as well as coming up, and as a white British person, when my people came over and colonized this continent, that's not something that I want to celebrate.
It's true.
But the actual festivities of fall and autumn, and then Halloween's coming up and all that kind of stuff gives way to much opportunity for decoration. So we've been modest.
Thanksgiving, I might not celebrate the holiday of Thanksgiving that's coming up necessarily, as far as like we colonized, or
right, the white people holiday.
The white people holiday. However, I will say that every Thanksgiving comes around, and I am thankful that I am Canadian, and I am thankful that I get to live here, and I am thankful that I get to stand up for whatever rights belong to the people that are Indigenous to this country.
It's more for me personally. It's rather than spend that money on all the trimmings of the food and all that kind, because it's just us two really. I would rather take that money and donate it to like an Indigenous for Indigenous reparations. They have charities to do that, and we have done that in the past. So that's what I would rather do.
Down with it. Totally down with it.
Yeah.
Although I might like
cook a turkey.
I might cook a turkey.
We don't have a kitchen.
You're not going to get a toaster oven.
You're not going to get a turkey in that toaster oven.
Stuff it in.
It's going to be like National Lampoon's.
You hold the door closed. I'll make the cranberry sauce.
National Lampoon's Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I can see Chevy Chase knocking at the door. Anyway,
so
let's not digress too much.
Bits of tit.
Hey! Tonight we're sticking with anthology because quite clearly we're very taken.
There's some
going off the
treats
beaten
on
track. And we are going to do a fun little tune that was originally done by the Coasters.
Oh yes.
The Coasters, who probably their most famous hits were Yakety Yak.
Mm-hmm.
And down in Mexico, great doo-wop group a group with doo-wop roots from
They had
the
a lot
60s.
of longevity too. They kept singing for a long time.
Yeah, they did, and it was one of them where they kept regenerating with new members,
Yes.
as those kinds of doo-wop groups often do. But their creative driving machine were Leiber and Stoller.
Yeah.
So they had great material and great production, and yeah, they put out some hits, and they were very 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 much copied by other people.
They were
Obviously.
trendsetters, yes,
Yeah,
of course.
obviously the Beatles were one of those groups.
Yes, of course.
So this is a really fun song that was selected to be part of the audition set for Decca in 1962 for the Beatles, which famously didn't go
very well,
since they were not ever signed to Decca Records. But
Decca Records is still kicking themselves about that.
Right, I bet. But it is a fun little
It
dip.
is.
So we are going to we're gonna throw this at you.
1, 2, 3.
3 cool cats. 3 cool cats are up on the corner in a beat-up car, splitting up a nickel candy bar, talking all about how sharp they are. Those 3 cool cats, 3 cool chicks are walking down the street, swinging their hips, splitting up a bag of potato chips. And 3 cool cats did 3 big flips for 3 cool chicks. Yeah, 3 cool chicks. Well, up that first cool cat, he said, man, look at that, man, do you see what I see? Well, I want that little chick, I want that little chick. Hey,
Hey, one chick for me.
for 3 cool chicks. 3 cool chicks. Well, they look like angels from up above. And 3 cool cats really fell in love. But 3 cool chicks made 3 fools out of 3 cool cats. 3 cool cats. Well, up that first cool cat, he said, man, look at that, man, do you see what I see? Well, now I want that little chick, and I want the little chick. Hey, man,
one chick for me.
there's 3 cool chicks, 3 cool chicks. They look like angels from up above. 3 cool cats really fell in love. 3 cool chicks made 3 fools out of those 3 cool cats. 3 cool cats. 3 cool cats. 3 cool cats. How low can you go? How low can you go? So fun little tune there. The lead taken.
That low. Did you hear that? I did that. Bit of a vocal fry, but nailing it in.
The original vocal on that tune taken by George. And John supplied some funny voices there.
Hey!
And,
Save one chick for me.
Hey, save one chick for me.
Yes.
So that's from Anthology 1, and the Coasters. If you listen to the Coasters version, I mean, it's way cooler.
It's very super cool.
It's way cool. It's arguably way cooler.
3 cool cats.
Yeah, it's got a lot more funk and soul. But both versions, standing up on their own. So we hope you enjoyed that. Let us know if you've heard that one before, or whether you haven't heard that one before.
I have to say, the solo that happens in the Beatles version of this, there's, I couldn't keep the groove and play the little solo part that's the coolest, but there's this one part that's, and it's really this really nice little, harmonic minor
Yeah.
sort of spooky
Fun.
little thing there. It's pretty cool. Very fitting with the autumn season.
Yeah.
So that was the call. This was the response to the call from Leave My Kitten Alone.
Yeah.
From a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Happy to supply it.
So there we go. We're going to keep digging around in those anthology archives, and we still do have tracks to do from.
There's a few in our pocket that are still hiding in there.
Right, from the studio albums.
Yeah,
we've got to get
so.
those out. So there we go. We've got material left for you, and thank you again for all of your tips and your love from Saturday night. We still have not been able to watch the video.
I've watched just a small portion of it. Like I've had so much work the past few days, but I've watched a few, read some of the comments, and I love it when you guys start like talking to each other.
Yeah, and we know that we've got a few messages in the inbox that need to be answered as well. So we will promise we'll get around to those this week. These are busy and slightly hectic times.
Yeah, they definitely are. But you really are a priority for us, and we really appreciate you being a part of the community. And I just think it's so funny and weird that we created this.
Thumbs up.
That we created this thing together.
Wouldn't it be fun? Wouldn't it have been fun to have some prop cats in this video? But they're sleeping, so whatever. And you know what? That's what I'm gonna go do right now.
I know, it's a nappy sort of a day. Just got a nap.
I just want to tell you, it's 9:25 at the time of saying this sentence, and I'm going to bed. I'm done.
Yeah, I think I am too.
You want to close? You want to close?
We love you.
That's the way it is.
It actually is the way it is.
We'll see you tomorrow on day 204.
Night, friends.
Happy birthday, Dad.